The topic for today is represent and use the percent equation. We are going to work in the page 150. So in the example 1, we need to find the percent. In science class, students compare their vertical reach and height to see if they are proportional. Maria is 60 inches tall and can reach 75 inches height. What percent of her total vertical reach is her height? So we need to find the percent. We already know this and you have it on the exercises. The vertical reach is 75 inches and the height is 60 inches. So we need to use the proportional reasoning to develop the percent equation. For example, for the first one, the height part, P is the percent, the blue part you have on the diagram, and the vertical reach, this is the whole distance, this is the 100%. This is for the vertical reach, for the whole reach she has. So the percent is a constant of proportionality that relates a part to the whole. The equation has the same form as the, remember about this equation we saw in class? Y is equal m multiplied by x. The only difference in here is that you have the variable m and we use the variable k. This is the only one difference in here, but this you can say that the form of the equation is the same. Okay? You have y multiplying y is equal a variable multiplying x. So I'm going to write with you this part. For example, I have the part, this is going to be 60, and whole is the complete, okay? So in this case, I'm going to write the vertical reach. This is equal P divided by 100. When you divide P by 100, this is going to be the percent, right? Because remember, the percent is related with 100. So I'm going to share with you the screen and I'm going to write all these facts we have about this exercise. In this case, I'm going to write with you all the facts we have for this exercise. So you need to divide the part by the whole. And this is going to be equal P divided by 100. And when you divide this by 100, what you are going to obtain is the percent, right? So I have that the part over the whole is going to be equal the percent. This is going to be equal the percent. So this is what we have in here. This is for the text, okay? This is how to obtain the equation, we are going to use to solve this. But you don't need the equation, okay? You only need to complete and isolate the variable. What we need to find in here is the value for the variable, okay? For example, if we are looking for the percent, for the part, or for the whole, we are going to isolate for the variable depending on the case. In the first one, for example, we need to find the percent, so we are only going to replace the part and the whole, and we are going to obtain the value for this. So, I want to obtain the equation like you have it on the book. You can see that the part is going to be the variable I isolate. So the whole that is dividing my variable in here, I need to pass it to the other side to multiply. Remember, it's like when you are isolating for one variable. If you have something that is not something that is affecting your exercise, so you pass it to the other side to divide or to multiply, depending, okay? So in this case, the whole is divided. I need to pass it to the multiply. So I have that the part is equal the percent. This is equal the percent multiplied by the whole. This is what we have in here. that the part is equal the percent multiplied by the whole. And what else can I do with this? We already have the equation. It's like, for example, the other equation you have y equal m multiplied by x. So we are going to replace, for example, the percent equation is part equal percent multiplied by whole. This is the equation. You don't need to forget about this equation, okay? I'm going to change the color so you can see it better. Now I'm going to continue with this part. I have that the part is the height. You can see that the height is only 60, right? So it's one part. This is gonna be equal the percent multiplied by the whole. What is the percent I have in here? I don't know the percent. This is what I need to find. So I'm going to use one variable, p, for the percent. And what is the whole? The whole is the total we have. In this case, the total we have is the vertical ridge. Vertical ridge. And what happened when I replace this? I have that 60, that is the height, is equal p, I don't know the value for p, multiplied by the vertical ridge, that the vertical ridge in this case is 75. You have these facts at the left part of the book, remember. The height is the blue part, 60 inches, and the vertical ridge is the red part for the 75 inches. So you can isolate this variable by passing the 75 that is multiplying to the other side to divide. So you have that 60, this is over 75, this is going to be equal p. So what's the value for the variable p? I have that p is equal 0.80. So Maria's height is 80% of her total vertical ridge. I'm only going to draw in here so you can see the fraction. I'm dividing in here. So when you divide 60 by 75%, by 75, sorry, it's not a percent, you obtain the percent, that is 0.80. Remember, to represent a decimal as a percent, we multiply by 100 and add the percent symbol. This is one decimal in here, 0.80, you have the percent. And this is the value for this one. Maria's height is 80% of her total vertical ridge. We can write this if you want to. Maria's Maria's height is 80% of her total vertical ridge. So this is decimal. And when you multiply by 100, you obtain that this is 180% of her total vertical ridge. So this is for the example 1. Now, if you want, we can continue with the example 2. The example 2 is located in the page 151.
Mr.
Tell me.
Karina told me that she couldn't enter to the meeting because the password was not functioning her. She
Wrong.
said that
Wrong or incorrect, but I don't understand why, because you can enter perfectly.
She said that she was not the only one that had that problem.
And who else is having this problem?
She didn't recuerden que cambiaron la.
We can continue with the example 2. In the example 2, we need to find the part. Many states have a meal tax that is proportional to the total spent on food and beverage. In one state, the meal tax is 8.44%. How much tax will a customer pay if the food and beverage total is $54. So the tax in this case is 8.44%. The total food and beverage, they are 100%. So I have the same equation that the part is equal to percent multiplied by the whole. The part is equal the percent multiplied by the whole. Okay, to solve these exercises, you are going to need these equations. The part is equal to percent multiplied by the whole. So I'm going to replace the values. The part, in this case, what is the less number we have? Is about the tax, right? The tax is equal to percent. You already have the percent. Is 8.44% multiplied by the whole. What is the whole? The bill. We are going to use the variable b to represent the bill. This is what they paid for the food and beverage. So I'm going to replace again in here. But what happened with this 8.44%? You are going to divide this so you don't have percent anymore. If you divide by 100, I'm going to have a decimal, right? So the variable t for the tax is equal, when you divide 8.44% by 100, you obtain 0.0844. This is multiplied by b. The bill is the $54 you paid for the food and the beverage. So what is the value for t? The value for t is when you multiply 0.0844 multiplied by 54. So the answer is 4.5576. So the customer, I'm going to write it again, the customer will pay $4.56 in tax. $4, sorry, I don't know why I write 5. $4.56 in tax. Because we're round here, we don't have to keep all the decimals. I can round and I can have 1 in, this is dollars, and this is for the cents. After the decimal points, we have the cents. So I round this, so I have 4.56. So the customer will pay 4.56 in tax. Okay, now we have the example 3. In this case, we need to find the whole. This is not only the percent or the part. I need to find the whole. So in example 3, we have that Jane earns 5.5% of commission on the selling price of each home she sells. If she earned $9,020 in commission on the sale of a home, what was the selling price of the home? You have the commission in dollars is the 5.5%. This is the blue part you have on the diagram. And the selling price is a 100%, okay, the total price of the home, right? So I need to write the equation again. Remember the equation? We have in here that the part is equal the percent multiplied by the whole. So this is the equation you are going to use when you solve this kind of exercises. And you already have this. What is the part? The part is the commission she earned. The part is the commission. And the percent, what is the percent? You already have it, right? It's 5.5%. Remember, you don't have to keep the percent, so I need to divide later by 100, right? By 100. And I'm going to multiply this by the whole. The whole is the price of the home, the original price. I want to know the price because I already have the commission and I know the percent, but I don't know the original price. And this is what I need to know. And I'm going to use the variable h to represent this as the home, okay? The price for the home. So the commission, what is the commission? They are 9,020, right? 9,020. This is equal, when you divide 5.5 by 100, you obtain 0.055, and you multiply again by the variable age. Now guys, what happens when you have this number multiplying the variable age? Remember, if one number is multiplying my variable, I need to pass it to the other side to multiply, because the variable has to be alone. The variable I want to find the value, in this case is age, need to be alone. So 9,020 is going to be divided by 0.055. This is going to be equal age. Age is the variable I want to find. So what is the value for age? Finally, I have that when I divide 9,020 by 0.055, I obtain that age is 164,000 in what? In dollars, right? So Jane, I have the final answer. Jane sold the home for $164,000, right? $164,000. This is the price Jane sold the home. She sold the house in this price, so she obtained the commission of 5.5%. It was a 9,020. So if you have the percent and you have the commission she obtained, you already have the percent she's going to obtain by the commission, right? So you can find the whole. If you have the percent and you have the part, you can find the whole. Remember, you need to copy this variable. You need to copy this equation when you are solving this kind of exercises. I'm only going to write this for you so you can see the fraction. Now you have the exercise complete. This is for the exercise 3. Okay, so I'm going to finish in here, guys, so I can ask you if you have any question or something about this topic, but I'm going to stop the recording in here.